What's up, Grace Girls? Welcome to the Allow Yourself Grace podcast, where we focus on helping Black women change their lives by discarding negative thoughts, pivoting in the right direction, and shifting their mindset through cultivating a trauma-free lifestyle. I'm your host, Courtney Kristen, educator, content creator, life coach, counselor, and mental health enthusiast living in Houston, Texas. I created the Allow Yourself Grace podcast because I wanted to create a space for Black women to share their thoughts, feelings, and stories that make them who they are without fear of judgment. Allow Yourself Grace provides emotional support and encouragement within the Grace Girls community for women in need of non-biased opinions from women other than family and friends. Personal development, self-care, career, faith are among many of the topics we will discuss on this platform. Allow Yourself Grace podcast is here to encourage Black women to live unapologetically and thrive in being authentically who they are and were designed to be, an entire vibe. No topics are off limits. We will cover it all. Now, grab a notebook, pen, sit back, and enjoy the show. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. Y'all know I love when I have guests in the house. I have another guest in the house, and it's a guy. This is my third guy that I've had on. So yeah, super excited about that. I like inviting guys on the platform. It brings a little variety to the platform. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself, and he's gonna tell you his name and kind of where he's from.
All right. Thank you. My name is Kilonche. Born and raised from New York. Just new out here to Houston. I got about a week and a half in. Loving it, minus the heat, of course. I rap, I sing. I'm a poet as well. So I do a little bit of everything, honestly. And I'm just, glad to be here in Houston. Even more thankful to be here on this podcast with you.
I love it. Welcome to H-Town. Welcome to H-Town. We're going to have to get you accommodated to H-Town in the heat.
It's going to take
Y'all
a while.
know it's hot in Texas. He's like, look, I've been here for a week. I've been in the house. That is too funny. So question, what made you choose Houston?
Honestly, Houston always had like a genuine vibe to it. It had a solid culture, and actual like real people. Because living in LA the past 11 months that I did, I came across a lot of fake and fraudulent lifestyles, and that wasn't something that I wanted to truly build myself around, my career around. And I know that I didn't want to live in New York for the rest of my life. So Houston definitely, once I visited like 3-4 times, my birthday a couple years. Once I visited, like I always knew deep down, like this was going to be
Awesome. I love it. I love Texas. Always. So my husband and I, we travel, but I always say like, I don't want to move out of Texas. I like Texas. And so I like to go everywhere, but I always like to come back home.
Have you been to New York?
Haven't been to New York yet, but my husband wants to go for New Year's. I don't know if that's a good time to go because it's probably going to be crowded. But
yeah, crowded and hectic, but like I would say go. Just definitely don't go see the ball drop though.
Okay.
That'll be a waste of time.
What part would you recommend going to?
Oh, Harlem, of course.
Harlem,
gotta go Harlem.
okay.
Gotta be on 25th. Gotta
Okay,
be on,
cool.
Lenox, you gotta see the people, the culture in Harlem. Brooklyn for sure. Brooklyn is becoming a little bit more gentrified than everywhere else, but Brooklyn for sure. And of course, you'll have a ball in the city.
Awesome.
You'll have a ball in the city.
Okay,
Even
okay.
if you do a tour.
Well, we're going to have to check it out. I'm excited. No, New York's on the list because we said that there's so many places to see inside of the states, but for some reason, everybody wants to travel outside of the country and stuff like that, which is cool, but there's a lot of stuff to see here. So, yeah, New York is definitely on the list. So are you in Houston alone, or did you just come all the way by yourself? You just packed up all your stuff and was like, I'm out?
Nah, I left California with my girlfriend, and
Okay.
We drove down here to Houston.
Oh,
I
cool.
drove down. I did all the driving.
Okay.
But yeah, we drove down here. Took like 30 hours.
Oh,
But,
wow.
yeah,
So y'all
we
just
came.
took turns?
Oh no! I drove the whole way.
Oh, you drove the whole way?
I drove the whole way.
Oh, you thugged it out.
My
I
car
love
was
it.
on the back, so I ain't want to take no chances.
Oh, so you were just cruising it. Okay. You have a son though, right?
Yes.
He's so cute. Oh my God. I was looking on your page. I was like, oh my God. He's like, It's funny how the kids always look like their dad after their mama went through all that.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah, he
everybody
looks
says
like you.
he's my twin
No,
except his mom.
that's definitely your twin. So let's get into your music. How did you realize that music was your gift?
Honestly, because very young I started with poetry. Always had like a way with words. And translating it to the paper was easy. So I love poetry. I love like little poetry slams, little open mics.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I was just like, I should try to record a song. And I tried to record a song. I was living in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for like a couple months. And I recorded my first song, just to see how the feedback would come. And like I got like a lot of positive feedback. I think that I could have did way better, and I critique myself so much. But like so many people gave me such positive feedback. Right. I was like, okay, like like I'm very competitive, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna challenge myself to do better and do better and do better. So that kind of sparked it. That was all the motivation I need. I just needed to hear some people say, oh, like you got a gift. Like okay,
I love it. So you're writing all of your own stuff.
Oh yeah, always. I love to write. Love to write.
Okay.
Love to write.
Y'all, writing takes a lot. It takes a lot of work, a lot of thought. So you have to be really creative to do that. I love that. So poetry, you kind of do you do like like in front of people or spoken word? Or?
Yes, I try to do open mic spoken word probably as often as I can. It was a little difficult because I was still learning LA, so to find the different ones and whatnot. But if I'm in New York, like even here, I've been looking for different open mics to partake in, because like that's my truest passion, the spoken word. The whole musical aspect of it is fun, it's cool, but like the whole spoken word aspect of it is like my truest passion. Because I want people to actually hear what I'm saying, feel what I'm saying first, then they'll hear it.
I love it. Are you religious at all?
I'm just getting into my religion, I'll say. Like there was a point in time where like I truly like was hesitant in believing in God and everything that everyone spoke on him to be. But of recent, like I'll say of the past like year and a half, like I've actually, got to learn and understand God. So I'll say I'm definitely becoming a follower in Christianity. Yes.
Okay. So what's your story? So what's your story like about how you grew up and kind of like, how you became who you are?
Well, grew up in Harlem. I was born and raised in Harlem for like the first couple years. Then I bounced around Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx. I don't know if you know.
Yeah,
these places.
No, I know where they are. I just haven't been there yet, but I'm going.
Yeah, bounced around everywhere, like all these different projects and such and such. With my mom, because like my dad, like he was kind of like in and out of jail early on in my life. So my mom did most of the raising, but she worked a lot. So like I'm the oldest of like 7. So like I was always catering and caring after my brothers. So like my nickname and my whole entire family is Man. Like they just call me Man because
because you took on that role.
Yeah, like 5 years old, I remember myself in the kitchen like cooking breakfast, like eggs and stuff. So I definitely took that role on early. I feel like sometimes I truly didn't have the chance to be a kid here and there. So there's definitely things that I wish I could experience or could have grown up differently with. But it is what it is. It made me who I am today.
How old are you?
26.
Oh, okay.
27 in November though.
No, but you can tell the maturity. Okay, so that makes sense because you kind of had to be the role because your mom had to go to work.
Right.
And so there's a lot of people like that, like growing up, having to be responsible for everybody. I'm the oldest. Okay. And so I'm bossy. Like everybody's like, girl, why you? But I'm like, y'all always need my help. I don't need your help. That. So that role is just, as the oldest kid, I can see that. I can see that being a lot. So growing up, 7 kids, that's a lot of kids.
Yeah, it's just like, let me see. I think it's 8. I have two step siblings and like 2 half siblings, something like that.
I know about the mixture. No, it makes sense. Okay, my dad has like 12 kids. My mom has 4. We know how that goes.
I'm the oldest, so that's crazy. All that matters. Anybody need help, they come to me.
Yeah. Okay. So how did it feel to like leave all that behind and just be like, okay, I'm going to chase my dreams?
Right. Honestly, it was difficult because a lot of people in my immediate family, like rely on me in some way, shape, or form, whether it's financially, emotionally, mentally, they rely on me in some way, shape, or form. So once I went away for college, because I went to college in Delaware State University, HBCU.
Okay.
When I went away, I got to see how it would be being away from my family. I kind of was able to see the strength that my brothers had, that my grandmother had, you know, and my dad had, you know, without me present. And so that was my truest motivation to really leave and venture out to Los Angeles years later now.
Because you saw that they could do it on their own.
Yeah, it was.
But that's like a weight lifted off of you, because that's a lot of pressure to feel like, if I leave, are they going to be okay?
Right.
You know,
And
especially when you love them, you know?
Exactly. I didn't really adhere to all the pressure that I was undergoing at that such a young age until like now, like looking back, trying to understand like why I am, how I am, and today, like, because we often overlook like how our childhood played such a role in who we are today, you know?
It really does. It really does. And sometimes we have to undo things, right? And that takes time. And it takes like you really being like, dang, I really need to change this, or I don't like this. Or it may take, because I know, like, for me, I'm married, so it may take my husband saying something, and I'm just like, oh, I didn't realize I did that. You know, I didn't realize I was doing that.
And I aspire to achieve, you know, like the level of marriage, you know? So, like, I have to undo so many things and learn so many things while still trying to learn this person. I'm trying to figure myself out. Yeah. So it's definitely, like, marriage is definitely, like, a tough climb, but
it
worth
is.
It. Definitely worth
but
it.
Take your time, but definitely take your time and just be okay with where you are, and don't let anybody rush your process. And so your process is your process, because what you don't want to do is rush into something and then you're like, oh shit, like this is a lot, this is more, like let me just be okay with where I'm at, do the work, and then when I'm ready to get there, because I think we're in a rush culture.
My question has always been to myself, like, at what point do you really deem yourself to be ready? You know, that's the question I always had to ask myself, because I always caught myself, dang, am I rushing this? And I'll just completely retract and then never go back to, you know, that person. So I feel like this is like truly my first relationship, like in my eyes, because I'm actually
enjoy it. You'll know when the person's the right one. It's crazy how, because in the movies and all the stuff, they talk about this feeling that you get, but it truly is. You'll know your person. Like, even though you're gonna argue, that's normal. All that's normal. Me and my husband work together every day. We argue. We gonna argue. That's just what it is. But you know, we're on the same team at the end of the day. So that's kind of like how you got to think about it. Like, is this person really my teammate? Like, if I go down, are they ready, or vice versa, or whatever we got to do to make it work, it's gonna work. So that's what you got to think about. Is this person really? Because sometimes people are in it for how it looks. You know, like I got the kid, I got the husband. You know, I got, it looks good, but what's really going on in there? So that's what we got to look at. And because we want healthy Black families and healthy families in general. So,
and good healthy relationships aren't really promoted nowadays.
They're not.
Honestly,
I think because I talked about this on another episode with a therapist, and I think because we're afraid that people are like, oh, you know, that's fake, or oh, you doing too much, or are you really happy? You know, we get that. So when we do display our happy marriages and being business owners and being all these things, people kind of like, we get backlash.
Exactly. But that's because those people are like, what you're presenting to them, they're truly only seeing the good. They're hearing you say, okay, you got to push through. You got to, you know, figure out yourself, figure out this person, be a teammate, be teammates. But they're not actually seeing what, you know, what it takes and what you actually go through. I feel like the younger people now, like, they have to see it to believe it.
They have to see it to
believe it. You know, they can't just be told. Like, I'll have conversations with my grandfather or my uncles, et cetera, and I'll be hearing them and I'll be able to believe it, because that's somebody that experienced it at the end of the day. Like, I don't need to see what you went through to know, like, you know what you're talking about.
Exactly. But, you know, it takes some people longer than others, and, you know, we're getting there. I think, especially in the Black culture, we're getting there. It's taking time. We're slowly getting there, but we better hurry and catch up, because the Black family is almost becoming obsolete. Like, it's crazy. It's and wealth, because we're not on the track to be wealthy. Most of us. There's a small percentage of us. And so we really got to start thinking about, how can I create wealth for my family? Because we're getting pushed aside. I also want to talk to you about, so the music, when you write, like, are you just writing based off of your real life scenarios, or you're writing just whatever comes to mind?
Now, when I was slightly younger, like middle school, high school, I take like creative writing classes. Like, I love to write. So I also write like short stories, like a lot. So I have this like vivid imagination. So like I'll take like a real life scenario that I may be going through or have went through, and like kind of like use my imagination to broaden it a little bit to like make that song completely about that one small situation. So that's really how it goes. Like most of the time, like I'll take my time listening to the beats. I'll hear a beat. And then it'll, for some reason, the beat will automatically take me to that situation. I don't know if you ever heard a song or start listening to a song. Like certain songs will automatically take you to a feeling or a certain situation that song may have helped you get through, or that song is just an immediate reminder of that situation. So that's how like beats are for me. Like I hear it, it takes me there.
Okay, so what's your plan now that you're here in Houston? You have a plan, or you just kind of like, I don't know, I'm here?
Now, my plan, because I just got my in-house studio together, so my plan is to obviously create as much music as possible. I have so much music on my phone, but it costs a lot to go to the studio often. So creating this in-home studio, that was the number one thing for me and coming out here. So I'll be able to get more music out, and then I can focus my actual money on putting out more videos and venturing off different places and just performing as many places as I can out here. That'll be my number one thing.
And y'all need to go to his page. So his Instagram's going to be popping up right here on the screen in front of him. Y'all need to go there and check out the graphics, like clarity, everything is on point. So yeah, we need more of those videos. So I don't know if he said this, but he raps and sings.
Yeah.
That's like super talented. When I was going through his page, I'm like, oh wait, he raps too. Like, I love when people do more than one thing, because people try to limit you sometimes.
Exactly.
Like, oh, you need to just focus on singing. Have you heard that before? Like, you just need to focus on one or the other?
Yeah, nah, I've heard that all my life. Like, even my dad said that, oh, you need to focus on one thing. You need to focus
You're all
on
over the place.
Yeah, he always used to say that to me. And like, you don't have to. Like, sometimes, like, people are talented, and you have to, like, explore all your talents to really figure out what it is you like. Like, even in college, I had to explore so many majors to figure out, like, okay, this is the major that I like. So.
Right. And don't be afraid to explore, because your mind can change, your life can change. You just never know how you're going to be feeling. And you can't, me personally, I can't work somewhere for 40 years, like, doing the same thing every day. I get bored. Like, I have to have change. Like, with what I do now, my husband and I, we own our own business. We can do whatever we want when we want. So that wasn't a thought back then, because that's not how we were raised. We were raised to, like, grow up, get a job. Go to school, get a job, and then work for 40 years until you die,
Which
basically.
I commend people that can work somewhere for even 5 years, because I've never been able to keep a job, like the same job, longer than a year.
It's
like,
hard for creative people, because your mind is other places.
Exactly.
Like, you can do the job, you're doing great, but it's like, my mind is not really, I'm not really present.
Exactly.
Yeah. So every morning when you get up, because I always say successful people have a routine, right? There's something that you need to be doing every morning. So is there a routine for someone like you that's creative and into music? Is there something that you're doing specifically every morning, every day?
Yeah, I'm definitely working on solidifying the routine, but like some set in stone things, I'll say definitely for me, going to the gym, stepping out on a balcony, drinking some hot tea.
I got you. Thank you.
Stepping out on the balcony, drinking some hot tea, just actually breathing. Like, I do a lot of like breathing exercise throughout the day, like just like close my eyes and just breathe. Because there's so much that goes on throughout the day, throughout our lives. We just got to learn to breathe sometimes. That, exercising daily, and let me see. Oh, gotta have my breakfast. I'll say that's like the most consistent. Other than that, it kind of like fluctuates here and there, but those three are the main three.
Okay. I like a consistent routine. It's hard sometimes. Don't get me wrong. Like this morning, we usually get up at 6 to go work out, but this morning we probably got up at like 7:30, 8. But it's cool. We still got the workout in.
Got there.
So it's okay for it to vary, but I think any successful person, you have to have like a routine. Otherwise, it's hard to manage your time. So sometimes people look at creators, musicians, entrepreneurs, and all these things, and they're like, oh, y'all have all this freedom. Or they think you're not doing anything. They want to call you all day. Like, hey, what's up? What you doing? Do you get that? Like, because they know you're not at a job. You're not clocking in. But it's like, hey, what you doing? hey, like you just got time to just like what?
No, right. I think now people are starting to understand, especially my friends and family back home, like you kind of got to schedule a time to call me. Because even though like my routine kind of fluctuates, I always stay busy. Always stay busy. Always stay busy. So they starting to understand that.
They're starting to understand it.
Oh, I'll call you on Tuesday. They'll let me know Sunday that they're
yeah.
Nana will let me know. She'll call me. I'll be like, all right.
Yeah, like my dad was blowing me up the other night. We were on a live, and I'm like, I can't answer my phone. Like, he called me like 3 times. And then I call him. He's just chilling. Like, oh, hey. I'm like, do you realize you called me 3 times? Like, I'm thinking you're like something wrong with you or something. Like, don't do that. So, yeah, I definitely get that part. So, Houston, are you living in Houston or are you on the outskirts?
I'm in Katy.
Oh, you're in Katy. I used to live in Katy.
That like the outskirts?
Yeah, that's the outskirts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it.
No, Katie's nice, though.
Yeah, I'm
it's
nice
really
and out the way, you know.
Yeah. Oh, so you had a good little drive.
Yeah.
You had a good little drive over here. You get to explore Houston. Because, no, it's funny because there's a joke like one side of Houston to the other side is like an hour.
I heard that just from somebody yesterday. I forgot who it was.
But it's true.
They said the exact same thing. I was like,
it's true. And don't let it be traffic because it's like, wow. So a week here, how did you find your place? You find everything online? You did everything online?
Everything happened pretty fast.
Oh, wow.
Super fast. Because when I'm looking for an apartment, I'll say apartments now leasing with rent specials. That's my number one thing that I type in. Because I love a little concession.
Right.
You know, give me a concession. Boom, they had it. They said they was brand new. I said, all right. I didn't even really have to, get a virtual tour or anything because the pictures were phenomenal. Reviews were great, and it was just built. So I was like, all right, cool. And it was way more affordable than LA. So I was like,
I was about to say, you saving some money in Texas.
Yeah. Because LA, that was probably the most expensive.
Is it more expensive than New York?
I feel like it can be. It isn't because I knew how to maneuver in New York. But like, if I was from neither places and then I moved to LA, I feel like it would be more expensive. In New York, it's kind of like, it is expensive, but you can manage better. In LA, it's like, you bound to spend money.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I don't know if that makes sense, but New
No,
York
I understand.
Yeah.
If that means like everything is they taxing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I went to Florida, I was like, oh my God, I would never want to live here. Everything had an extra fee or they working some type of tip in here. I'm like, this is too much for me. In Texas, we could just decide what we want to tip. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, Florida's last on my list.
Yeah, no, it's not. I wouldn't live there. It's just super expensive, and it's not somewhere I would want to stay for a long period of time. Nothing against if you live in Florida. Hey, to each his own. It's beautiful there, but I wouldn't want to live there. The next thing I think I want to talk about is your plan for like friends. Like, do you have friends here or do you have friends in LA? You kind of had your friends and then now you're here alone, or do you have friends already here?
Yeah, I actually have quite a few friends out here, mainly from like college, because a lot of my college colleagues, they moved out here, and they're doing, they've been out here for a couple years, so I'll say I have about like 5-6 friends out here.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So are you okay? Are you open to meeting new people? Or
100%.
Okay.
Like I'm definitely like once I decide on where I'll be working and stuff, then I can really venture off and go out in different events or whatever, meet different people. Right now I'm focused on like obviously music, but also trying to figure out what
you gotta get settled. Yeah,
Right.
You gotta get settled. It's
What
like
job?
you only a weekend. You gotta be out. But it's hot, so you gotta get up early. That's the key to being in this heat. Like, get up early, do what you gotta do early because it's hot.
Awesome.
Like,
you need to find some breakfast events.
yes,
Go to some breakfast
this heat, oof, baby. Like in here, where we're recording at, I don't really like to record after a certain time because it gets really hot. So yeah, I definitely understand about the heat. So. He hit me up. We're gonna talk about how he got here, y'all. So he hit me up he said, I would love to, I'm new to Houston, I would love to come on the podcast. And so one of his other questions before he got here was like, hey, do we have a topic? What are we talking about? And so y'all see, I don't have paper. I free flow now, because when I first started, I did have paper. That was a mess. But so I'm like, no, I want the conversation to just flow genuinely and authentically. When you decided to come on the platform, is there something a message that you had to tell the people, or you just felt like you just wanted people to know more about your music? What did you want the people to really know about you? Because I don't want to leave anything out.
Let's see. I feel like just in speaking to you, they would be able to gain a solid knowledge on, you know, like who I am and what I'm about. So I didn't have a specific message. My number one message would be to listen to my music, any song.
And what platforms can they go listen to your music?
Any platform, from Amazon Prime Music to Spotify.
Okay, he everywhere, y'all.
iTunes, I love it. Anywhere. Like, I just, that's my main thing, getting my music out.
So
like,
is it slow R&B, like most of it?
Nah.
What are we going for here?
I would say, let me see, like a neo soul hip hop type of thing, because I have my slow, and then I have my up tempo, but nothing like super duper fast. Like, nothing like kind of like what you would hear from like a New York rapper nowadays. You know, so I don't know. It's slow. It's fast. Is that adequate a title? Neo soul hip hop?
Yeah, no. Yeah. Neo soul's a what do you call it? Category? A genre. Y'all, I'm bad with this. Genre. Okay. So, beats. Are you writing your own beats too? I mean, are you making your own beats?
Well, once the studio, so I say like 2 more days, my little studio be complete. Little thing, but it's gonna make magic. Then I'll be able to create my own beats. That's definitely been something that I've been itching to do, because I take so much time listening to other people's beats and really finding the ones that I truly like and feel something to. So I know when creating a beat, I'll be set. Like I'll be set.
Okay.
Like Kanye, when he was creating his beats and creating fire music, like he was set. Swiss Beats, all these people that have the ear for it, but can also deliver some great lyrical music as well.
Okay. So do you like working at night, or what's your best time to work? Like, what's a good time for you to work?
Well, I've been a bartender for the past like 4 or 5 years, so nighttime is always my thing. Like, I've never stepped out during the daytime to work. Like, maybe work out or something, but like never stepped out to work. But I might now, because I'm looking to be a restaurant manager, so that I don't have to be shaking no more drinks.
See, he was leaving out all that. He said he didn't have anything to tell us, and I'm sitting over here like, oh, so you do all that too? Yeah, you can't be leaving stuff out.
People that know, people that have been to my bar, like a lot of my followers have had some of my cocktails, so they know, like, they speak for themselves. I make the best drinks ever.
Oh, y'all heard it right here. So y'all, we gotta find out what restaurant he gonna be at, so we can be hitting the drinks up. But yeah, okay. So multi-talented. He over here making drinks, singing, rapping, poetry, all the things.
Next up,
the question. What I was really trying to get to is your best time to like be creative. So what time of day is it? Like, when you write, or when you're singing, when you're recording, is that nighttime, morning time?
Honestly, I will say, because 2, 3 a.m. in the morning, if I'm up, I'm writing. So, and that's like every other day. Like, I try, it's weird. Right now, I try not to write every day, but when I am writing, it's always about 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 1 in the morning, like around that time frame. Okay. I feel like it's weird. I feel like that's when
that's when really the best ideas come.
Like, just freely creative, and it just flows. Like I don't really stop when I write. Like, it'll just be like I'll just write out the song, recite it, see if any tweaks from there, but I'll just write it out straight. Like, it's a story. Like, all my songs are stories. Like, some of my friends like say, "Oh, you always tell a story with your music." Like, yeah.
I love that. I love that. So, are you looking to sign to a label? Are you looking to stay independent? Like, what are some things that you're looking to?
Definitely looking to sign, just because I want to get my music out there to as many people as possible, because I'm actually saying something. I feel like, so as many people as I can get to hear my music, then I'm doing something right, because I'm trying to change the world and spark the mind that's going to help change the world, etc. So the money's going to come when it comes, but like,
the money always catches up. You never have to worry about that. As long as you're doing what you're passionate about, I feel like the money catches up, and you're consistent.
Right.
And as long as you're consistent, you're great. Are you open to doing movies? Like, having roles in movies? Are you doing any acting? Because, like, some singers will do stuff, like have little parts where they can sing a little bit, and then people can really hear them, and,
Nah, that was definitely definitely another goal of mine for this year to at least get into these acting classes. I was supposed to start taking this acting class.
I got some look. They probably gonna be watching, but I got some people I'm gonna tag in this because I told my husband, I was like, I'm gonna ask him to sing something. I'm gonna ask him to sing something. I'm gonna ask him to sing. Y'all, before we started, I said, is there anything that's off limits? I always ask people, like, do you not want me to ask something? He didn't say. He was like, nah, he didn't say singing was off limits.
Oh,
we're going to hear a little something before the end of the episode. So start thinking about what you going to sing for us. Because I want him to sing a little bit. But he gives me actor vibes. That's why I asked. Because you feel like I can see you probably kind of changing up. Yeah. Right now you're chilling, but I'm like, nah, I can see him probably like changing up and playing a role.
But my girlfriend says I'll be a good actor all the time because I'm a great, I'm very deceptive, good liar. I'm like, but I would love to start acting. Like that's definitely up there.
That's funny. No, yeah, I think so. I think when you're a creative and you're into music and stuff like that, you got to kind of like be going with everything till you really like get out there. Because I know I saw some people in movies, and I'm like, I didn't even know you could sing. Like, you in a movie?
No, right. A couple TV shows, right?
Yeah.
What was it? It wasn't Power. It was it was one of the Power books, Raising Canaan, and the young lady, I forgot her name, Juice. He could really sing. I was so shy. I had to go to her page and everything. I'm like, wow. They could really sing.
Yes. Yeah. The guy from The Shy.
Yes.
What's his name? I don't know, but he was the one dating the transgender girl.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
He can sing, though. I would have never guessed he could sing. He was singing with Tank on, what is it called? That little room that they go to and they sing. They're all singing around the desk.
With the band?
Yes, with the band.
The little tiny desk.
He's so he's singing background and Tank lets him lead some songs. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know you could sing.
Oh, yeah, see, like, my singing ain't up to par with them yet. It will be.
Well, it is. You gotta go ahead.
I'm more on like, Miguel level.
Miguel? Come on. You gonna get there though. You gonna get there. They old heads. Yeah. Like Tank, he old. So he been doing this. Usher, all of them. We gonna see him on the stage, y'all. And I can say, hey, he's been on the Allow Yourself Grace podcast, y'all. He was on my podcast. But yeah, y'all definitely go follow him. Go check him out. But I'm gonna have him do a little something. Can we hear a little something?
That's what you
got for us? He didn't tell me it was off limits. I said, tell me anything that's off limits.
Might need a little water.
Oh my God. And don't be in the comments, ladies, because he has a girlfriend. He already said that.
You want me to sing, huh?
Yeah. We're waiting.
I get a little.
I'm not gonna look.
No, I'm not nervous. I'm just thinking like, because I usually hit a when I.
Oh Lord, you gotta warm up. You can't be warming up with somebody say, "I want to hear you sing." You gotta be ready.
Right.
So we gonna edit this part out, y'all, where he thinking.
Okay. Dang, I might need a little. So.
I'm waiting for something to come. I don't want to interrupt your vibe.
Nah, I just feel like it's going to sound crazy.
You want to think about it a little longer?
Nah, I would just sing something off of like my recent project. But like, I don't know. I don't know how my voice is hitting right now.
Let's hear it. Let's see what these Texas vibes doing to you.
Oh.
I do have water. Okay, so we'll do it at the end. We'll come back, do it at the end. We'll let you get some water, and then we'll come back. Okay. Goals moving forward.
Goals. One, get out another album before the year is over. Probably my best work in that album. I have a couple features as well. I don't know if you know of like West Side Boogie, and I want to reach out to Snow Allegra as well. I love Snow Allegra. Get a couple features on that album as well. That'll truly help get the name up. Get out 2 more videos, 2 more music videos. I kind of kind of got like a storyline thing going along with it. And hopefully get casted for a movie, TV show, anything of the sort. Those are my top 3 goals for this
And
year.
he's open to going on to some more podcast platforms.
Oh yes.
So y'all make sure y'all hit him up. We gonna take an intermission, babe. Can you get some water? We gonna hear this song before this is over. He don't want to sing for us today. He gonna leave us with something.
Man, you caught me with that one.
I was like, oh yeah, we gotta get him to sing, rap, something.
Oh, I'll rap.
You gonna rap? You can rap too.
I'll definitely rap for you.
You can rap too.
I'll definitely rap for you.
You got it, babe?
I don't need the water to rap. I even recite a poem.
We want to hear the ladies like music. We want to hear some vocals too. I like rap, but you know, everybody ain't on board. You need me to help you? Oh. You getting the water? Oh, you have to change it out. Oh, okay. He gonna rap. I think he gonna sing something from the new album. So what's the name of the new project? Can you say the name or you can't say the name?
Oh, that's coming? Oh, yeah. The one that just dropped is called Clarity, so this one would be Depth of Clarity.
Depth of Clarity.
It's kind of like
an extension of the first one. That's
cool.
cool. I like that.
Yeah, people like his story, so I'm gonna try to.
I'm gonna have to go on Apple Music and check it out. I told you I was gonna ask him to sing. He didn't say it was off limits.
Set me up with that one. I knew.
All right, you ready?
Spot.
See, there go that gospel sound coming out. Ready. All right, y'all. We took a little short intermission. Now we're back. He got the water. He gonna sing a little bit for us. And then he's also going to rap a little bit for us. So he's going to give us a little variety so you guys can kind of see. And then you can go to any music platform that you listen to music on and find him. We'll have everything up on the screen and in the description for you. Go ahead.
This is her off of Clarity. You can find it anywhere. Would you like me to start singing first? Mm-hmm. All right. It'll go a little something like... So come fly with me. If you gon' cry, then just cry on me. Ooh, we're gonna start over.
Just relax.
Gotta get these out.
You can start. I mean, it doesn't matter what you want to start with.
Nah, I got you right now. So come fly with me. If you gon' cry, then just cry on me. Don't need the games, don't you lie to me. I just wanna feel the same when you try on me. Oof, that was a little rough.
I like it. But you're doing it without music too, so it's a little, you know.
The auto-tune be saving my life a little bit. I only have a little bit on that, just a little bit.
You ready to rap for us?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna give us a variety, y'all.
Oh, this is one of my favorite songs called Beautiful Stranger off of CDN, Change the Narrative. It starts like, admiration at its highest. Oh. I'm sorry, these nerves is kicking in.
No, it's fine. It's the lights. It's the lights. They get people every time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I never forget my stuff. Can we pause? Wait.
No, well, this is all pre-recorded, so anything you don't want in there, we can definitely take it out.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't never forget stuff. You're making me nervous, lady. You're making me nervous. All right, boom. Beautiful Stranger of CDN. Goes a little something like, admiration at its highest. Can never question that your aura is the flyest. An obsession has emerged to align this.
I'm trying to say that because I'm like, I don't want to distract you.
I never got, I swear, I never forget my stuff. Oh, you know what? Can I just?
You can use your phone.
Nah, it's gonna look like I do write everything, but I just had a brain fart, like I'm nervous. I'm thinking about this. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. All right, cool. So I'm gonna just scratch everything I just did. I'm gonna just re-sing that and then just say that song.
Okay, babe. You're gonna start from here.
Don't judge me, guys.
I'm like, I've seen him on the stage. I'm like, this is a small stage. I kind of feel honored that you're nervous. No, I'm just playing.
Right, nah, I'll say the lights. All right, cool. Her, off the small EP, Clarity, goes a little something like, so come fly with me. If you gon' cry, then just cry on me. Don't need the games, don't you lie to me. I just wanna feel the same when you try with me. She know that she got it all and more. Rain was pouring down, but still I needed to hit the store. Had to get some pads and chocolates to help uplift her core. Queen be the treatment I knew that she was deserving of. Deserving more, a burning wall she recovered from. Had to bring the fun, faith and joy, I couldn't run. Too much stuff on my plate, but I did everything from love. Never guided by hate. Never got it, but decided that I'm following fate. Put my focus up to God and sterilizing my slate. Know that I'm late, but better now than 30 plus 8. In the club, buying bottles, 21-year-old dates. It couldn't be me. Look around, it's all that you see. Not a soul on this earth gonna take me from she. I'm locked in, clocked in, wielding a hot pen. Write my heart out on the page and just let the art send.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. See? We gonna make it look. It's gonna look great when we fix it. That was amazing. Look, I even forgot what I had to say. Like the first couple lines. Like what I'm saying again. No, it takes a lot of thought, a lot of memory muscle to remember all that stuff. Like a lot, especially if you have more than one song.
Exactly.
So yeah, I definitely commend you. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. Any advice you would give to an up and coming artist?
More than anything, I would just say stay focused. It's so easy to say stay focused, right? It's so easy to say stay on track, but like truly like stay focused, like and write everything down, visualize it like on the daily, like because you know sometimes you gotta see it to believe it, and that's really within yourself. You know, you gotta see greatness for yourself to actually achieve that greatness within yourself, and like never settle. You know, like always strive for your best self. Because there's a better version than the version that you're currently seeing. So don't stress on the current version because the better version is on the way if you allow it to be. I
love it. I love it. That's a whole word in itself. The better version of you is on the way. As long as you're working towards that. Mm-hmm. Keep working. Keep going. Anything you want to do, keep dreaming. Keep working on it consistently every day. And it will come to pass, guys. I want to thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me put you on the spot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Is there anything? So this is a part of the episode before we wrap up. Is there anything you want to ask me?
How long have you been married?
We've been married. We're going to be 5 years. Next month, we've been together 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to ask, what's your favorite part about being married?
Favorite part is having somebody to do everything with. Like, this man literally went to see The Mermaid with me, but he was asleep. But he went, though. But, yeah, we do everything together.
That's so funny.
Yeah, no, he was asleep. I told him, I said, you're going to be asleep. But he went in and out, so he did good. But just having a partner to travel with, to just do life with, truly my best friend. So when you have that, I mean, it makes things so much better.
All right.
Yeah. Looking to get married, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's the goal. Because otherwise, I'm gonna be in the streets.
Yeah, definitely makes you more stable, make you more focused. So, Yeah, something to think about. 27, yeah, that's a good age to start. 28 to start trying to.
Yeah, I might hold out to 35.
What, holding out for what? Ain't nothing in these streets. Nothing in the streets. We have a relationship podcast, so that's all we talk about.
Okay.
But there's nothing out there. What's out there? Nothing.
Oh yeah, I agree. At this current moment, I agree.
At this current moment. Yeah, because she
I'm
gonna watch
playing,
this
I'm playing.
episode. I'm on your side,
She
girl.
ain't
Don't
gonna
worry.
Get this far into it. She ain't gonna get this far.
That's funny. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was it? That was your last question?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Well, guys, that concludes our episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. For additional information about today's episode, please click the link in the show notes below. To learn more about our Grace Girls community and other resources we have to offer, head over to www.allowyourselfgrace.com. Until next time, Grace Girls, I love you all, be blessed, and continue to strive for success.